Mm. Hey, it's the Morning Cryptos. Mark Shepard here. It is day number 108, day 108 of my 90-day challenge to go deep into the Bitcoin rabbit hole and discover what's there. And what I've discovered, well, let's start the music and I'll tell you. All right, so I gotta say, before I look at the news, because I haven't seen any charts, I just literally made my coffee and walked in here. On Bitcoin, these are the lines that I drew where I thought it would come, right? And look, it came all the way back down to this line, and then it's boosted up, right? So there is some support in the middle, and we'll see if it blasts past its previous mark. Anyway, there's never a dull moment in this space, people. I think this is the most fascinating thing I've ever explored. And let's just do a quick refresh of the Bitcoin price. 71.84. Turning tide, Bitcoin tests 7,000 as the price pushes higher. That's from CoinDesk 1 hour ago. Bitcoin prices stabilize. Really? Wall Street poised for December futures influx. That's Cointelegraph. I don't really see how it's stabilizing. Singaporeans turn to Bitcoin mining. Phenomenal increase in mining rig sales. Oh, what a surprise. Okay. Well, I want to look at the charts because I have not. So yeah, I'm going to hit World Coin Index real quick here. And Bitcoin is back on top in the 24-hour volume. Very nice to see a change. Ethereum, okay. So let's look at them. And I'm going to make this quick today, people, because I went really deep with you guys yesterday. So let's look at the 1 hour chart real quick to see. Yeah, Bitcoin's making a move, folks, and this is really crazy. This is it's kind of mind-boggling how it just keeps going up. It takes hits, shakes it off, and it comes right back for more. So, and I don't think we've seen the last of 5,000 of the $5,000 to $6,000 range. But what do I know? No one knows. All right, let's look at Bitcoin Cash real quick. The U.S. dollar chart. When I looked at Bitcoin Cash last night before I went to bed, it looked like it was really kind of, you see how tiny these little candles are? That's interesting. And the volume is like crashing way down. So interesting. It's not just going to replace Bitcoin, at least this week. That is for sure. The brand of Bitcoin is, I think, branded in people's minds. And keep in mind, branding comes from the old rancher thing of branding your cattle. So other ranchers knew whose cattle was yours. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, let's look at Dash. Let's try to look at Dash. Come on. There we go. So Dash definitely, I don't know if my line got moved or not. Come on. Dash is, I'll move the line up a little bit just so you can see, is working its way up in a trading channel on the 1 hour chart. That's what I was looking at last night before I went to bed. I was like, is this a sideways trading channel? It actually has higher bottoms on the 1 hour chart. So I'm looking for there to be another boost in Dash. We'll see if it can hold it, but it's kind of consolidating. And while I'm talking about Dash, I got a message in my Exodus wallet that because I have a mining contract and I get 10 or 12 bucks a day in Bitcoin from Genesis Mining, I got a warning message in Exodus saying, "Hey, it looks like you're getting small amounts of Bitcoin. Please be aware that if you get 10 small $10 Bitcoin amounts in your wallet, and then you want to buy something for $100, let's say, not that you would, but theoretically, if it was usable, you could end up paying like $78 to $100 in transaction fees to bundle your little bits of Bitcoin together into one packet or one package." Which I thought was really helpful on the part of Exodus. So I went to Genesis and they told me, and Exodus also pointed out that you might want to have your mining payout in Dash, because Dash does not make these separate original little transactions separate. You can combine them in Dash. And I'm probably not explaining that technically correctly, but as a layperson, that makes sense to me. And their analogy in Exodus Wallet was that it's more work if you take 100 pennies to a counter and count them out than if you just took a dollar bill. All right. So I contacted Genesis support, and they took them a couple of days, but they did get back to me, and they gave me instructions on how to change my payout to Dash. Still mining Bitcoin because I have a contract there. So if you do have a Genesis mining thing and you want your payout in Dash, you have to keep Bitcoin selected on your mining allocation page, and you scroll down and you change these little circle things. Now, I made the mistake of doing 100% Dash and then saving it here. That's not the right place to save it. You have to scroll down and save it down here. So in case you want to try that, me and my buddy tried it last night, and so we're going to see what it's like to get our payout in Dash. Because, again, I don't have any political affiliation with either the Bitcoin Cash people or the Bitcoin people. I just want the damn stuff to work. And if it doesn't work, I am more and more like, when does the emperor have no clothes? When do people wake up to the fact that there's serious shenanigans going on and there's better options? And for me, a better option is Dash and Litecoin. And so I just had to share that with you guys, and I'll figure out how to get you a link to the instructions, and I'll put it in the description below. So anyway, if that's helpful, hopefully that will be helpful to you guys, because I have like $500 of Bitcoin sitting in my Exodus wallet that I literally can't exchange for anything, because it would cost more to exchange it than to just keep it, right? But I can't do anything with it. Okay, it's storing value, but there's a problem. If you store value and can never get the value out, that's kind of like a Ponzi scheme, right? So maybe Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Maybe they're just making it so hard. They'll take the money, your money checks in, but it doesn't check out. So anyway, I don't want to start that whole discussion, but the whole point is Dash is usable, and we have ourselves a little boost here in Dash, and it looks like it may go, it's going to consolidate probably in the 422 range here for a while, and then may go to 500. So anyway, we'll see if it can keep going. And let's go on to EOS. This, to me, people, I have to tell you my success story. literally yesterday after doing the morning cryptos, I saw this pattern right here, this pattern. Good draw line. Good draw line for you. Oh, look, I can make a line bigger. Okay. So this pattern right here, and I was like, geez, there's higher bottoms, and look at the flatness of this top here. It's literally just a flat top. And, oh, I'm still in the drawing thing. Okay. And you can laugh at me. Go ahead and laugh. So I went and bought some more EOS right after the morning cryptos. I mean, I exchanged some Litecoin for some EOS in my Exodus wallet, and boom, away it went. So that was really cool. This, to me, is a pattern repeatedly. When I catch it, when I notice it, it has repeatedly done me well. So something to pay attention to, and hopefully, you don't need a whole bunch of fancy technological experience to recognize a bullish flag. So that's what that is, right? And these little bottoms higher and the top's the same, boom. And it just seems to happen every time. So EOS, and it's early in this project, EOS is all about, and what's it all about? It's all about being able to do millions of transactions a second. And it has all the capabilities of Ethereum and more. So it's not released yet. This is still an Ethereum token, which is kind of ironic. But it's buy low, sell high. Where's the action that the people of the world aren't really paying attention to because they're distracted by Bitcoin, right? Look to see where everybody else is looking, and then look to see where they're not looking. And that's what magicians use. It's called misdirection. So is it possible that the Bitcoin wars are somewhat misdirection? I don't know. But the thing is, pay attention, right? It's up to you to pay attention. It's your money. It's up to me. Pay attention to my money. I like that. It's called personal responsibility. Responsibility, the ability to respond. So anyway, there's a little morning crypto mind mastery for you. All right. So Ethereum, we had a boost yesterday as well. Notice this sideways channel, and I hear people complaining about, oh, it's not doing anything. That's the time to really study it, to get into position and to get you some. There are multiple opportunities to get Ethereum really cheap at, below 280. Multiple. There's at least 1, 2, 3 opportunities to get it that cheap, and then gazillions of opportunities to get it below 300. So, and does Ethereum have some scalability problems? Yeah, but unlike in Bitcoin, they're actually working on it. To me, that's really healthy. And at one point, people were talking about Ethereum overtaking Bitcoin and replacing it. That was called the flippening. And now they're calling it the cashioning, where Bitcoin Cash is attempting to take the top spot. But we'll see. IOTA, I was like, you know what? I want to get me some IOTA, but it's not easy to get. I think it's only at Bitfinex. And Americans are not allowed onto Bitfinex. So we have Bittrex, but it's not on Bittrex. So IOTA, something I can't get into at the moment, but I would have, because it was definitely a buy signal down there. Litecoin, and again, Litecoin is more and more my go-to coin to take and to put my profits, because it's steady. It seems to be less volatile, but it's continuing to steadily work its way up. And to me, that's pretty cool. That's almost predictable, right? And it could still move, but it's not as violently extreme as Bitcoin. So I think a lot of, and it's usable and it's fast. The only thing, unlike Dash, you don't want to put your little mining contracts into Litecoin payouts, because Litecoin has the same mechanism that Bitcoin does of these small little payments. They still have all the same information. They all have to be verified the same way, whereas Dash has a different, I don't know what the word is, a different software, a different program, so that they can take multiple little things and put them in, package them back into one big thing, just like real, actual money. Real money, people. And the transaction times are very fast, and the fees are very, 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 very small. So, that's a fundamental thing. So Litecoin and Dash, to me, are my go-tos, but I'm getting my payouts, my Bitcoin mining payouts in Dash, because Bitcoin is not usable. And Genesis Mining over the weekend had to suspend their payouts because they make a lot of these little payouts, right? Millions of them. And that's just crazy. If something doesn't work, how long can we keep using it, right? So, I was about to look at Neo. I'm like, nah, I don't have any Neo. I'm not going to look at it. And then I'm like, that's the day when it does something, right? So I'll go back and look at Neo in a minute. But Omise Go, I am curious. We have a triple top. 1, 2, 3. We have higher bottoms. Boom. And it already boosted from here, which was the same kind of indicator. So we shall see. And Omise Go, if I remember correctly, if I can just summarize it really quickly, is an application to literally put millions upon millions of credit card transactions on the blockchain. If I'm getting it correctly, I may be screwing that up. So let's look at Quantum. Quantum US dollar. Nice little sideways trading range, but it has moved up. It was down in the $10 range, and it's moved up into the $11 range. Not a huge move. However, Quantum is going to be huge. And if you look at the volume, the 24-hour volume of Quantum, whoa, it dropped a little bit. It had been like right up in the top 10, so it's down to 13. Okay, so, but that's going to happen. It's up to 1150, and I think I'm in the money. No, I'm just not in the money a lot because I started buying Quantum a little bit early, and then it kind of had a drop. So, all right, and last and not least though is XMR Monero. Monero had a big boost the last couple of days. Let me get this chart a little smaller so you can see my line. And again, these sideways trading channels, people, they are your friend. And the thing is, when there's quiet times in the altcoins, that's the time to start shopping. It's the time to start looking around. And again, that is not to be construed as investment advice. It is just what I do and what a lot of people do who are actually learning how to do what we do better. Speaking of doing what you do better, I am working on a second 90-day challenge, and that is to share a focused video every single day, he said, trying to focus his mind as the coffee hits. A focused video every day for this thing that I'm calling the Better Man Project. I've been helping men for years, particularly shy, introverted men, to be able to interact in a more healthy, positive way with the world, with people, and with women, which women can be really a daunting challenge for really smart men for some reason, because we get stuck in our heads and we think women are like us and they're not. So I've been doing a video every day for that. And so if you're interested in that, if you're a guy, check it out. If you're a woman, you might want to check it out as well, because there's no female bashing here. This is about how to interact in a healthy, positive way with each other. And both men and women have a lot to learn about communicating. So that's one project I'm working on. I'm also going to be continuing my Life and Song project. So if you like music, check that out too. So all that stuff's here on my channel. I've made playlists. So if you go to my actual channel, you can check out the different things that I do. And I'm having a blast, people, doing this, and I love you guys. I'm just ecstatic at the kinds of comments from you. They've been intelligent, they've been helpful, and I feel like we can help each other. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to spew out technical wisdom. That's not what my deal is. My deal is to try to understand as best I can complicated technical things and make them simple, not just for you, but for me. If I can understand it and if I can teach it to you, I might actually get the ideas. And I think it's time we have to learn. And it's really good for your neurons in your brain to constantly learn. And the crypto space is vast and it's getting bigger every day. And there's so much to learn that no one person can hold all of that information in their head. That's just not going to happen. So that's what I'm here to do. I appreciate you guys. If you like this, please go ahead and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up and share this with somebody who you care about. And let's do this. Let's find a way to surf these cryptos in a way that brings us abundance and prosperity and the ability to pursue our dreams. And my dream is to record my music and to share it with as many people as possible before I leave this planet. So I don't know what your why is, but come here every day and I will help you and you can help me and we can get to what we're really here to do. So that's it for now. Mark Shepard. Thanks so much for watching. This has been the Morning Cryptos, episode number 108. Talk to you soon. Bye.